Well, the young people have accepted the challenge. In 1983, John Paul II sent out a challenge to the youth of the world to gather with him, and they thought it could never work. You know, an old man calling young people, it'll never happen. That very first World Youth Day, 200,000 people flocked to St. Peter's Square in Rome. 17 years later, in the millennium year 2000, 2 million people gathered with the Pope in Rome. And these have been huge gatherings. So young people have responded to their challenge. This was their challenge laid down by the Pope. It's our young people now who are challenging the intergenerational community of our parishes and of our dioceses. We're challenging these people to embrace young people, to accept the gifts and the talents that young people have to offer, and not discount them so easily just because they're young. A phrase that I've heard bandied around often says that young people, you are the leaders of the future. And yes, that's true. But what are you today is the question. What are these young people today? If we do not invest the time, the energy, the resource into these young people today, they're not going to be around in the future. And so the young people then go back to the intergenerational communities of their parish, and we challenge them to support us, to get behind us fully, all the way. That's what we need. We need a church that's committed to hearing the voice of young people and responding. We hear the pleas of young people to want to be involved in the church, and we hear it so often, yet very little is happening to respond. So we need a response. That's the challenge for the intergenerational community, is to respond, and to respond with compassion, to respond with dignity, to the young people's requests to belong. And that's what it really comes down to, is this call to belong. We know that we belong to a universal church, and we can do that with 500,000 people in Sydney. But can we do that with 60 people in our parish, with 150 people in our parish, with 500 people in the parish? There's the challenge for us. Can we embrace fully young people in all their guises, shapes and sizes, all of that? Can we love them? Can we accept them as part of God's community, God's family, and can we accept them for the value and for the gifts that they bring to our communities?